Okay guys, so last time you saw us, we were at the Texas Mile, ran a personal best of 2:06 with Ricky. Had a couple difficulties. We definitely could have gone faster, but it just wasn't going to happen that weekend. But anyways, if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen a post on my story saying that this is the last time I'm ever going to drive the car, blah, 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 blah. It's going to get twin turbo next Monday. Well, things have slightly changed. We actually got the call very recently to go do a race with another channel that I can't disclose yet. And that race is happening in 2 weeks from now. And it's going to be a drag race on a no prep surface with another car. So now it is time to take my standing mile built C5 and convert him into a no prep street race machine. So today we're going to do a quick oil change on the car. Because I have the accumulator in the car, it's like the accumulator is plumbed into like a 1-inch brick that sits in between the oil filter and the oil pan. So my oil filter, actually I can probably show you better than I can describe it. My oil filter right there is the lowest thing by multiple inches to the ground. And pulling into my own freaking driveway, I accidentally hung a wheel off the concrete. As soon as I did that, I heard just the crunch. So for the third time now in this car's life, we're gonna change the oil filter because I basically crushed it. But luckily that problem should hopefully end after this time, because we have a beautiful dry sump oil pan that I'll give you a sneak peek on. That's going to go into the car very soon. The car was supposed to actually be getting torn down currently to get that dry sump conversion with the twin turbo setup, but again, got the phone call to go drag race in California, so I can't tear the car down. So anyways, we're going to replace the filter, do a quick oil change, put the new front runners on the car from Bogart. The rears I don't have yet, but I have the front runners, so we'll pop them on real quick. And then we're gonna go do some test hits on a local, little safe part of the
track. We're going to Mexico, is what he means.
So we're gonna go do test hits somewhere. I don't know how to. I have never done that publicly on camera. Obviously, this is a family-friendly channel. I don't do anything illegal with this car. Anyways, so we're gonna swap tires out real quick, do an oil change. Probably not going to play with any nitrous. I think we're just going to do 60-foot hits. Probably do 6 to 8 hits. That way when we go to race in California, everything's already tested. We can show up, dominate, make a cool video for you guys, and keep going. Well, there she is. A little crunched, poor Wix oil filter. Got good and scraped. Oh, whoa. The oil pan has scraped. At one point in time. That's not good. That's really not good. It's a good thing. Again, we're going dry sump, so all of this is going to go away. And it'll just be that really beautiful 1-inch thick daily engineering billet Rob Dom special oil pan. So I'm gonna do a quick oil change while I'm down here. You know, these nitrous E85 cars. Fix the filter, and then we'll pop these wheels off and put on the gorgeous Bogarts I have been waiting on forever. Buddy. So these are Bogart's D10 street strip wheels, fully polished, wrapped in Mickey Thompson ET front bias plies. That's going to be insanely cool on a red C5. The rears, unfortunately, I don't have yet. Bogart is trying their hardest to get them out to me this week before we leave for California. So shout out to them for doing everything they can. They're just waiting on the barrels to come back from heat treating before they can finish machining the bead lock and everything like that. So we're gonna go ahead and put these dudes on the front. I've also got some gorgeous billet lug nuts, because if you're gonna rock polished Bogarts, you need a badass lug nut to go with it. So we're gonna slap these on while the car's up in the air, and it's gonna look freaking insane. So you know a lot about drag racing shock tuning, right?
Absolutely, I'm a professional. What are you talking about?
Okay, we're good.
I'm way better at that than spark plugs.
Yeah, your spark plug duty job?
I'm fired.
Fired.
I'm sorry.
You're done. Ben, we need you for spark plugs. Jacob's done. Jacob's a shot guy now. So I've got these AFCOs in the front to go along with this TRZ front cradle. And currently we've got kind of it's basically a soft road race setup, which turned out to work really good at the mile. The compression is really soft and the rebound is restricted. So the tire can come up into the car, but then the shock lets it down easy. And it gave us, honestly, great results at the mile, going 200 plus. So we're gonna go ahead and record the data that these are at right now, so we have the notes for the next mile, but we're gonna completely rechange them, the shock settings for drag race. You want the front end to be able to come up really quick so the car can weight transfer, but then you want it to kind of stay there. So it keeps putting the weight on the rear tires so you can get traction easier and keep accelerating. Haven't done this before, that's why we test. We're gonna figure it out and do some 60-foot data and find out what works best on asphalt on a really crappy no prep surface. So the oil honestly looks super amber and clear still. So that's an excellent sign for me. So we're gonna, while it's draining, we'll do a quick shock adjustment, put the new Bogarts on and see how it looks. When your billet lug nuts match your Bogart D10s. I'm putting this dude away. I am not gonna use the half-inch Milwaukee Beast on these ultra lightweight. Oh, that's not a lug nut. On these ultra lightweight Shank 12-point polished. Dude, these can't be more than what, 5 grams.
No, they weigh literally nothing.
Let me do ridiculous.
Yeah, no, it is literally. Like, I don't even know what to compare it to. Like, these weigh the same. This is a piece of paper, and this is a lug nut. It's safe, we promise.
And they're Shank. Let me see.
Yeah.
So this is a Shank lug nut, and like your normal lug nut is conical, and it has like a cone that centers the wheel up on the hub, whereas these are Shank, so they have this locator that locates really, into the lug nut.
It's really weird to put on if you've never done it before.
Yeah, you kind of have to pick the wheel up a little bit.
Like see how it slides in almost.
That's cool.
That's really fucking cool. Oh wait, family friendly. Sorry.
As we're about to go street racing testing.
Oh, that's a big word, sir. We don't do that here.
That's pretty cool. Yeah. No impact on these babies. No. I want them looking fresh.
Forever.
That's so cool. All right, I'm gonna get back on the oil swap while Jacob finishes up. The other Jacob finishes up our lug nut change. Dude, hold on. That's insanely good looking. Holy crap. I'm just gonna kind of just observe ASMR style.
Of me putting on lug nuts.
That's insane. It is. Oh God. Bogart, please send me the rears.
Give me my bead lugs.
Before I have to go film, because I want them so bad. I understand if you can't make it, I work in the industry, part shortages suck. But, dude, that'd be so cool. What I find funny is right now we're being like uber careful and like, don't use the impact. You know, and like the next time I ever have to pull these wheels off, give me the impact. Just rip the sucker off. That's ridiculous.
Alright, hand tight's good for these, right?
Yeah, totally. Totally fine. They automatically torque to spec, so.
Yeah. Just like crankshafts, you know?
That's awesome. I can't wait to see it back on the ground and outside.
Dude, with the fitment?
It's going to be tucked up there. I've had these tires on order, by the way, for 2 months. I ordered these tires. The rears? Yeah, the rear tires are currently getting crushed underneath my old like street setup that I started the mile racing with. These are the tires that we're hopefully going to be able to take to California because they're 26-inch by 10.5. If not, I currently have a set of 28s by 10.5 on these wheels. So if the rear Bogarts to match don't come in, we're going to go race on these 18-inch wheels with 28-inch tires.
The TBMs make it. They really do.
So when I first ordered these, I actually requested that they be powder coated the same gray, like charcoal graphite as the wing and parachute mount. And last second.
Dude, it was the C6 wheels, don't lie.
Yeah, so at the last mile, when we finally got the car back on the road with this new suspension cradle, I put on a set of just OEM polished C6 base wheels, and the polished wheels on a red Corvette, I was like, oh my God, I need to call Bogart immediately and change my order. And luckily they hadn't powder coated these yet, so I could get it changed in time, and I'm so glad I did. But I will say, so the rears are a 15-inch conversion. That's the same style as the front D10, but the beadlock ring is going to be powder coated the same gray as my wing. So I'll still have that gray accent, but the polished wheel is definitely the move on a bright red C5. I can't get over how cool that looks. And it's not even on the ground yet, it's just in the air. It's insane.
You did mention you will.
I haven't even pulled the filter off yet. It's done dripping. Yeah, it's completely done dripping, but the filter's still there. So I'll crack that off and I'll get back to work as well. Okay, we gotta remember to torque the fronts down, and let's put a quick tune-up in the rear. Did you want to start firm or soft?
I said start firm and go softer.
Okay, do you want to get that little spec sheet then? And I'll make a quick adjustment down here on these QA1s.
So for drag racing, compression, we are looking at 10 to 16 clicks. I vote we start with 16 and drop to 10 if we have to.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 15, 16, and
rebound is 12 to 8.
So we want to start at 12 then.
Yep. And then
okay. Let me back it all the way off first. Which is where QA1 says that all their clicks are from out in. So we're going to go, what, 12 was it?
Yes, 12.
11, 12. Okay. And that was 18 and 12?
Wait, no, 16 and 12.
16 and 12, okay. So let's back these off again on this side. Nine, 10, getting tight. Oh my gosh, 11, 12. That's freaking insane. All right, let's roll this thing out of the garage then. I gotta move the Corolla. And I'm excited to see this thing in the light. That's kind of ridiculous.
I like to leave Jacob little surprises sometimes. These wheels are beautiful. Oh my gosh. We did torque them, or at least he said he did. I didn't witness it, but they're torqued. This thing is just coming along constantly. Oh my goodness. Well, that's just embarrassing, sir.
Something NASCAR clutch.
Yep. They're gonna go now. Ready to rock and roll now, people. There's a parachute handle.
This somewhat resembles the type of surface we're going to be racing on in California. So we're just doing first gear 60-foot hits. If you look down this way, we have maybe 150 yards-ish of road, so just first gear 60 foot. The two-step is currently set at 3,000 RPM, and I'm basically just gonna be like maybe 30 or 40% throttle up to the two-step, and then I'll probably stay on the button for a split second and just slip the clutch a little bit on that button and then let off, and then modulate throttle and try to keep traction under control. So that's our plan. I want to try to get at least, I think maybe 6 hits should be good. So we're gonna roll the car back, get some water into the tires, do a quick burnout to warm the tires up and get the pressure right and the heat right for the tire. And then we'll do a hit, see what happens.
We'll see what she does.
All right, so for this first hit, just gonna be nice and smooth on the clutch. Do a little burnout. Nothing too John Forsey or crazy. Let's get buckled in first.
Pretty solid, actually. I really thought it was going to spin more. That was really solid, actually.
That actually felt really good.
That really hooked up and went.
I was like, oh, we're moving.
Yeah.
I still have 25 pounds in the tires. I forgot to lower them completely.
You want to drop it at all?
Yeah, let's lower them to 20.
Do you have anything to air them back up?
No.
Stop at a gas station?
No, I've got my pump at the house.
Oh, okay, yeah.
10 minutes, or I
Do
mean,
you
literally a
do you
minute
have
up the road.
I can drop them, or do you have a thing?
I've got a pressure gauge.
What do you want them at? Oh wow, that quality of nighttime is really dropping fast. Yeah, it's we're losing frames by the minute.
Oh no.
Oh wait, nope, she's back. Never mind, we're good. It's just because I had the camera in the car.
All right, so how did yeah, let's go to 20 pounds. That honestly felt really good for being the first test hit. Because with the bias plies, it kind of, even though it's spinning, it's still accelerating quickly. So I'm kind of just like maybe 40% throttle, holding it at 5 grand, and it's moving. So let's lower the tire pressure, try again, and see what we get.
Our tires still should be hot. It'll be cold, I think.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely hot.
All right, cool. Let's drop. What do you want to set tires at?
20.
20?
Oh yeah, look at this. Actually, I don't know if the quality is good enough.
Might need some flashlight.
So because there's a lot of pressure on the tire, this outer edge of the tire isn't even touching. Actually, let's go down to 18 then, because that's crazy. Because we have basically basically an inch on this side and an inch on the other side of contact to gain.
Cool, let's try it.
28 pounds.
Bye-bye, 10 PSI.
You're done.
You're done. You're fired.
What's interesting is you can kind of see where the tire is just kind of just hazing. That's really interesting.
That was some freedom right there. spicy. Ooh, proportioning valve locked up a little bit there. Okay, I'm gonna blind you because the light of the camera.
I was definitely, I got too many RPMs. I think I lit off the two-step button too soon because the RPM spiked to like 5 or 6. But even at 5,000 or 6,000 RPM off the clutch, that accelerated way harder than the first hit with the lower pressure.
Yeah.
I want to put less brake bias in the rear. I want to turn down the brakes in the rear because even when I was up there in the shutdown, the rear brakes
it
were
locked
chirping.
up. I heard it.
And like I'm in the burnout like that I just did. I was full throttle.
Yeah. Okay.
Trying to modulate the brakes, and
you.
those TBMs are just
they're so
just
grippy.
locking it up. It
So
doesn't matter.
All right, sounds good. All right, we're gonna probably adjust the brakes real quick, and then we're gonna give it another burnout and probably another test it, see how it goes.
So there's a white F-150 right there that just pulled up and parked.
We might have to find a new spot.
I think they're about to bust us. I thought this would be a pretty like this was, of all the roads to do it on, I feel like this was like the safest one to do it because the frontage road is right there, right? And I have like a nice little stretch that's pretty wide. And there's absolutely no houses around us. There's nobody walking on these roads. But even then, it looks like some people don't...
They just don't like freedom.
They just don't like the sound of an LS letting her eat. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, we're all good.
Yeah, we're just doing some filming. All right, thanks.
Have a good one.
Oh, my door's open. Oh, that's good. All right, that F-150 is definitely there to pop us. So, right there's the connecting road. So let's just reverse the car, go on the frontage road and relocate. So he waved us over. Does he look young or old?
Yeah, young. What's up, dude?
Oh, I think we got a fan.
We got a fan.
Definitely not a cop at all.
How's it going, bro? Bro, we thought you were somebody trying to call the cops.
I was like, this dude is like straight up gonna get video evidence and call the cops.
All right, well,
let's
we'll set it up then.
we're back in line.
All right,
We're good out. We panicked for nothing. So
Wow.
I think it's more now just me. I think it's going to be my driving ability and able to use the clutch more than anything we can like do in the shocks to magically find a bunch of traction.
It's just gonna be, yeah, it should be slipping the clutch. What's up? Thanks, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you for being cool, by the way.
Yeah, no
6
problem. So yeah, I don't think we're gonna just like magically make an adjustment and all of a sudden it hooks up, right? Because we're on asphalt that's dusty, which is the exact surface we're gonna race on in California.
Isn't it just like miles an airstrip?
Yeah, it's just an airstrip. It's not even a mile. It's like maybe I think grand total. I think it's a half mile. However, we start like an 1/8 mile in.
Yeah.
Because max we can race to 1,500 feet.
Oh,
So,
really?
Yeah. So I think let me just do another hit. I think I need to stay on the two-step just a little bit longer
Just to keep the RPMs down.
to keep the RPMs down.
And then let off just to let it
and
eat.
just try to slip the clutch. Because if we're launching at 3,000 RPM, that's 30 miles an hour in first gear. And
So you think you should stay on the two-step till about 30? Let the
theory.
two-step do its job.
Yeah, let it just limit the engine's torque as much as it can, because the clutch is so lightweight, like 5% throttle with 6,000 RPM.
Yeah. Okay.
So the modulation is so tight. So yeah, let's just do one more hit because it's getting dark and we don't have good lighting to keep filming.
My poor iPhone can only do so well.
Right? And I don't want to completely toast these tires and then we show up to California with just bald rubber.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh yeah, we used up all of our tires in testing, so now we're here to race, we have no tire.
It's fine.
All right.
Well, don't worry, it's okay because we're gonna have the Bogarts. No, it's fine.
I so hope so.
Well, we better because we're killing these tires.
I've already got the tires for the Bogarts.
Yeah, exactly. So if we get the wheels, we'll be set. Even if these are a little cooked.
So yeah, let's just do one more hit. I'm gonna just slip the clutch as long as I can and try to ride the two-step a little bit longer. And let's see what we get. And after that, let's just call it a night and get the car ready to ship.
Cool. Letting the two-step work, baby. Good job.
Okay, so that last launch, pulling away from you, that's what we need to do in California.
Yeah.
So I took the throttle and I slowly applied it right until it hit the two-step, and then I left it there. And then I basically was like pretending, okay, if I'm watching someone do an arm drop, I need to go down. And so I would just randomly to myself, if that makes sense, just dump the clutch. But I would just slip it like halfway, leave my foot there, and then once I felt the car start moving, I let off the two-step and then slowly like.
That's perfect.
And the clutch grabbed and.
Suspension? How'd it feel?
It felt really smooth, honestly.
Okay,
like, why
good.
are we not running this setup at the mile?
No, whoa. We were only going like 60 on this.
That's true. So. But no, it feels really good. I think it's just gonna be. It's all clutch, obviously.
Yeah.
It's all clutch.
And that's why we got the big boy clutch.
That's why we have the triple disc, which is the worst clutch for drag racing. But we have it, so we're going to make it work.
It's fine. Overrated.
So yeah, also, when we go to California, I think Steven is going to bring some pimp juice. So that'll help. Like a traction compound.
Oh.
So we can do a burnout in traction compound, loosen up tire, put track prep down on our lane.
Oh, shit, okay.
So that'll help a little bit. And if the 15-inch Bogarts do show up, which I'm really hoping they do, we'll be on a 26-inch tire though, whereas these are 28s. So that may make it a little bit quicker. That actually might hurt us a little bit as far as traction.
A little bit?
Because it's going to basically lower the gearing a little bit and make it want to run through quicker. But that'll help us on the big end. Because we'll have more gearing that I can click through faster.
Yeah.
With the nitrous.
But if we do get the Bogarts, we will be on said brand new tires.
That is true. Let's look at the tire patch actually.
Sorry, there we go. Bump the button. Okay, so how did our...
Alright, so lowering it down to 18, 19.
So now we're down to like a quarter.
So it gave us a little bit, but we still have some more. So maybe we need to go all the way down to like 15 or 16. Well, alright, basically, so if Bogarts do come in, you guys will get one more video before we leave for California because we got to swap the car to 15-inch conversion. I've already got the billet spindles and everything to do it. It's just making it happen. But obviously I don't want to tear the car apart and the Bogarts not show up and we're reassembling and it's like, wah! Actually, we could go ahead and put the 15-inch spindles on now.
Yeah, they'll work with the wheels.
I can put these wheels back on.
Yeah.
I'm an idiot. Alright, well I guess next video will be 15-inch conversion.
Oh.
Alright, y'all will get one more video before we head to California. It may or may not include Bogarts. Again, waiting on them. But no fault of their own. It's just the world that we live in right now. I work in the automotive industry, obviously, building crate engines for Smetting. And so I'm not putting any pressure on them. I get it. It's tough right now to get material. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see y'all in California.